We'll begin with breaking news less than 24 hours after a jury convicted Matthew Rausenberg. Tonight, he says he has an explanation for going forward with the trial. Good evening. Thanks for joining us. I'm Mike Jackson.
I'm Colleen Marshall. Rausenberg is behind bars tonight, awaiting sentencing after being found guilty on 41 out of 42 counts. NBC4's Ted Hart was allowed into the jail today to talk face-to-face with Rausenberg. He's in the studio now, and Ted, curious about not only what he said, but his demeanor.
Well, he says he's not a pedophile, but that he's made some mistakes and has some regrets. But the former elementary school teacher says he was surprised by the verdicts last night. He agreed to the interview today, but only as long as there were no video or audio recordings. In a jailhouse interview today, Matthew Rausenberg wanted to tell us about what he says are inconsistencies in the testimony of the victims. He didn't want to talk about the 8.5-minute video found on his cell phone, showing him groping and rubbing a young girl on his lap in his classroom at Arrowhead Elementary School. Rausenberg says he very likely would have admitted to some of the charges in a plea deal, but says the 20 to life offered by County Prosecutor Carol O'Brien was too high.
And I don't think he ever planned on pleading. He was going to take it all the way.
And why? Did you have a sense of why?
It goes back to the personality. Just looking at him and listening to him talk and seeing the things he did, I think he thought he could talk his way out of it.
And that attitude came across in today's interview. Rausenberg talked around our questions, repeatedly trying to move the focus away from what he did and only expressing remorse for people having to go through the criminal justice process. But Prosecutor O'Brien says going to trial was Rausenberg's decision. And
to put those 9 girls who he said he loved and would never hurt, and the families that he said he had such great relationships with. It's very upsetting.
Very upsetting, and now the process moves on to sentencing, which will occur on Thursday, and at this point probably that 20 years to life that he was looking at some months ago looks pretty good.
You know, you have to wonder, did you get a sense that he takes any responsibility for wrongdoing or that he has any remorse for the things he was accused of?
I mean, it doesn't come across. You know, you kind of get this sense of arrogance from him. I mean, he did talk about, he said, I've been in here for 10 months, so I've had plenty of time to think about this. I have some regrets and sorrow, but no really ownership and taking responsibility for what he's convicted of.
What a case. All right. Yeah. Thanks so much, Ted.